I felt that if you're Georgia, play for overtime. And if you had gone into overtime, then Georgia would be playing in the Final Four. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a great thought. That really, if you simply extend the game that far, that it makes you look better because you did take Alabama to OT. And that's a picture so big that I'm sure it never occurred to Kirby Smart on the sideline at that point in time. Again, yeah, my stance is that I thought Georgia was the fourth best team coming in, and I didn't see them do anything to lose ground. I came away more impressed with Georgia after that game than I was going in, so that's why I would say keep them fourth.
But I looked at this, and I don't know if the committee is going to factor this in. The four most deserving or the four best, because Oklahoma deserved to be in there winning their last game. They won the Big 12. But are they better than Georgia? I don't think they are. So I don't know how the committee looks at this. And I know the LSU loss, that's really what is keeping Georgia out of this. But are the four most deserving teams or the four best teams? What should be the goal?
Well, this is the beautiful mess that is college football. As we get into this syntactical debate of the difference between best and most deserving, and I always, my default position is Mike Slive, the guy who was most responsible to make the playoff happen, the late SEC commissioner, and the words that he always drove home as the most important words, the four best teams. And he was very purposeful about it because he thought that there were plenty of years that would mean at least two SEC teams.
Yeah, of course.
But I like that methodology, that way of thinking. Four best teams. I want to see the best teams play the best games because I have a feeling Oklahoma isn't going to push Alabama to the last minute of the game when they play in the Cotton Bowl. Or, I'm sorry, in the Orange Bowl.
What do you think of? And people were rooting for chaos, and then chaos brings change, and then maybe we have a 6-team or 8-team playoff. Can you have an 8-team playoff and get rid of the conference championship games?
Would love that. I would love for that to be the case. I think you can. I absolutely think you can. Conferences love their little conference championship games, but they don't help the sport as a whole. And that's been the big problem with college football is each little fiefdom only thinks about itself. If you could do away with the championship games on that weekend and you had Alabama hosting Washington in Tuscaloosa and you had Oklahoma going to Georgia and you had
Ohio State, Notre Dame.
Ohio State, Notre Dame in South Bend. How good would that weekend be? I mean, if you had those four games, you play one on Friday night, a triple header on Saturday, it would be awesome. I just think it would be great. I hope that there's enough contentiousness and divisiveness that we, that push the debate further and people at least consider it.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.